So now today we are going to discuss a very simple problem from Leetcode, that is count of matches in the tournament. This is POTD for today as well. So it is a really simple problem. In this problem we have been told that we are given with one integer n, and if the current number of team is even, and so n is denoting the number of teams. So if the number of team is even, so it is really simple. We can pair each one of the team with rest of the remaining n by 2 teams, and n by 2 teams will be advancing to the next round. So let's say if we have n is equal to 8, therefore 8 total teams, then it will be one team will pair up with another, so there will be 4 matches that will happen, and after those 4 matches one team will win from each of the match and going to the next round. So if the current number of team is odd, then in that case will be pairing n minus 1 by 2, that is the even number of teams will be pairing, and one team that will remain will be going ahead in the next round, and it will get paired over there in the next upcoming rounds. Okay, let's try to understand these examples now. So let's say in the first example our n is equal to 7, that is odd in this case. So as they have told in the question that if n is equal to 7, if the team is 7, we will randomly one team will go ahead in the next rounds. So the rest of the teams that are remaining are 6. Now we can pair up the 6 teams. So 3 matches will be there. So let's say there is team 1, team 2, team 3, and so on up to team 6. So we can do any type of pairing we want, like let's say team 1 with team 6, team 2 with team 5, and it will go ahead in the next round. And since we had this one team which is directly advanced to the next round without being participating in any of the match, this will come over here. So total will be 4 teams in the next round. So out of this 4 team, only we can, this is even number, so we can make pair, so only 2 teams will go ahead in the further round, and from 2 teams finally one team will win the match, and this will over. So over here 3 plus 2 5 plus 1 6, so total 6, that's why we are getting answer as 6 over here. And after that, let's say if we have n is equal to 14, let's take the example of this, that is n is equal to 14. So in this case, since our n is even, so easily we can make pair, and we can play 7 matches because 7 pairs can be formed of 2 each. So we can play 7 matches initially in first round. Let's see, in the first round 7 matches are played, and this 7 teams, that is n by 2, that is 14 by 2, 7 team will advance to the next round. So in the next round there will be 7 teams, and out of this 7 teams, since this is odd, one team will advance to the next round, that is in the third round one team is already advanced. Now n minus 1 by 2 teams will perform match against each other, that is 6 teams will perform match against each other. If we pair up the 6, we will get 3. So total 3 match will happen in the second round, and total 3 teams will move forward after doing matches. So in the next third round we will be having 4 teams. Now 4 is even. Again in the fourth round, so out of this 4 teams, if we make pair, we will get 2. So 2 matches will happen over here, and out of 2 only one team will go over here in the finale and will win the match. So in total we will be having 7 plus 3 10, 10 plus 2 12, and 12 plus 1, that is 13. So in total we'll be having 13 as our answer. Let's have a look at the code that we have written. So initially we are given with the n, that is total number of team, and first of all I have initialized one variable answer with 0, and this our variable answer will be containing the value of total number of matches that have been played, and that is what we have to return. So at the end of the day we have also written our answer variable, which will be containing the total number of matches that have been played. The while loop. So while the total number of teams are greater than 1, so if the total number of teams are greater than 1, so for that many time we can always make them play matches, and we can always eliminate them until we have one final team left as our winner. So while we are doing this thing, It may happen that sometime that n will become odd, or sometime that n will become even. So while doing this thing, if our n becomes odd, so in that case we will be adding n minus 1 by 2 to our answer, that is the total number of pairs that will form for that particular number after subtracting 1 from it. Since this is odd number, so first we have to do n minus 1 to convert it into even, and then we can add the total number of pairs that can be formed. And once we are done with it, we will again change the value of n, or I can say we can update the value of n with again the n minus 1 by 2, which is indicating the number of teams that are going forward to the next round, plus 1 since the number was odd. So the one team which is randomly gone ahead without doing any kind of match will be added in the next round. So that's why we have updated our n with n minus 1 by 2 plus 1 in the case of odd number of teams. And let's say if the number of teams are even, then we can simply do n by 2, that is the n by 2 pairs will be there, that will be adding to our answer, which will be equivalent to the number of matches that will be played during that particular round. And we will update our n with n divided by equal to 2, which is by the we can reduce our n by the factor of 2, and at the end of the day we can return this answer. So let us again, let me just submit to show you if this code is working. Okay, so yes, our code is working. So that was it. That was the simple question.